What is going on, YouTube land? I am Chris Catalunya. Before we get into this shoe review today, go ahead and check out my Instagram, Chris Catalunya with the underscore at the end. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you know when I upload a new video. Alright, let's get into this shoe review. I got another banger for you, and I'm pretty excited about this shoe review, though I'm not excited about the fact that these are not my shoes. Yes, well, I'm sometimes able to pack some heat. Unfortunately, I was not able to catch this shoe, but a good friend of mine was nice enough to let me borrow this shoe for this review, so let's get into it. This is that collaboration between Union Los Angeles and the Jordan brand on the Jordan 1. And it is a hella dope shoe that retailed at a price of $190. Now, that $190, we all know that Jordan 1s normally cost $160. That $190 is justified with the materials used on this specific shoe. They're grade A. They're released on November 17th of 2018, and they released on the Sneakers app, and they released on the Union Jordan website. And they actually had two different release dates on the Union website, in which I lost out on all of them. And they actually dropped two different styles. They dropped these black toes right here and the storm blue ones. Looking on the resale market, I know that these were hitting like $1,000, but it's kind of died off a little bit. Depending on your size, the black toes, they're going for about $600 to $800. And that's looking at like StockX, GOAT, or Grailed. First impression of the shoe, when I saw it online, I loved all the pictures, and then having it in hand, just feeling it, feeling the quality of the materials, and playing into that DIY/vintage look, it makes a lot of sense, and I really appreciate this design. Gibbs is one of the owners of Union Los Angeles. He wanted a shoe that's themed in that DIY vintage look, and so that's why he like Frankensteined this shoe to have two different shoes on it. You have the gray and whites from 1985, and then you have the black toes. So throughout the shoe, you see how it's Frankenstein together. You see like the discoloration playing into that deconstructed look. This is overall a well thought out project. Not only is the shoe Frankenstein, but the box is too. So it's kind of like a mashup of different boxes of the past. So you already know what this box is down here. Then you have this box up here. And what I like about this box is that you have like a collage of images representing Michael Jordan. So you have the Wing It campaign, you have the comic book right here, Red Jumpman right here. Looking on the side, the back side of the box, we have that ring hoop right here, so you can pull it out of your stack of shoes. More collaging on the sides. We have the sizing tab done up in black. Yeah, it's the little things that get my attention. So inside the shoebox, we have the paper, and it has the Air Jordan logo done up in like sketch, the Union logo, and you have the blueprint for the shoe layout. All on that paper. It's just printed on it, and it's cool. It's just nice to know their design thought process. Alright, so let's actually start talking about this shoe. This upper is actually comprised of several different materials, and the quality is grade A. Now looking at the Nike swoosh right here, this is actually made out of a nubuck leather material. You don't typically see nubuck on Jordans. I'm not saying that it hasn't done it before. It certainly has, but usually you just have like a smooth leather panel right there instead of that nubuck. Now the shoe style is of that black toe nature, so you'll have that black toe going all around from the eyelets of the shoe and wrapping around, of course, that black toe or that toe box area. Now this is done in that smooth leather that we were talking about, and it's pretty tumbled. Now behind that Nike swoosh and on that toe box area, it's done in white panels. And obviously the vamp of the toe box is going to have those perforated holes for breathability for your foot. Reaching towards the heel of the shoe, we have this red leather panel that reaches from the lateral side of the shoe, rises up, and goes to the medial side of the shoe. Now with the raised panels on this shoe, how it compares to other Jordan 1s is the fact that there is some yellowing going on, like here. That yellowing effect gives it that used look, that oxidation look, like it's a vintage shoe. And I like that. The yellowing is actually most prominent in this eyelet area, especially since you have 2 to 3 different layers right here. Playing into that Frankenstein or that DIY vintage look, they wanted to mash two shoes together into one. So at the top collar, we have that 1985 Jordan 1, the gray and whites, and then we have the black toes on the bottom. And they meet it right here. You can actually see the seam or the stitching going around is done up in a blue thread in zigzag form. And I love the detail of the stitch. Over here is a little more compressed, and then it slowly opens up a little bit, and then towards the back of the heel, it opens much wider. Now above above that blue stitch line, we have a gray panel right here. Now, where that gray panel meets the white leather, you'll see this yellow tab right here. It says UNLA, standing for Union Los Angeles. So in tried and true Jordan form, we have the white leather right here, and we have the Wings logo done up in gray. And this is actually bigger than your normal Air Jordan Wings logo. Above that leather, we have that hairy suede going on right here, done up in gray, matching that gray panel that is under that Union LA tab. Let's actually get into the lacing system of the shoe. So the shoelace is what you would normally think is your standard flat black shoelace. It's definitely not. So this portion of the shoelace is going to be black, and then the top portion where the two eyelets feed is going to be that like oxidized look pertaining to that yellowing that's going around, or that worn out look. This is a pretty cool accent. It looks like it's been dyed. I'm kind of upset though, because in the shoebox, like one of the blueprints actually say that they were going to sew these shoelaces together, the black and the cream, or the off-white, whatever you want to call it. And when you get the shoe, it's not. It's just one shoelace and it's dyed together. I'm pretty sure if they actually sewed it together, it wouldn't be as high quality, but I'm pretty sure they could have found a way to make it of quality. I don't know. They've definitely picked their battles on this one. Remember how we were talking about the Frankensteining of the shoe, the top and the bottom portion of the shoe? Well, that actually plays a role in the tongue as well. So we have the black tongue right here, and then this portion is actually from this white and gray 1985. And to sew those portions together, they employed the same blue threading going all the way across in a zigzag form. The top of the tongue features that Nike Air label done in gray with the Nike Air logo done up in white embroidery. And what's cool about this is they employ that same like deconstructed or that foam padding exposed. It's pretty cool. I like that look when a Jordan has that exposed look. So they just keep it open, and it's still playing into that yellowing effect going around on the shoe. So the Frankensteining of the tongue actually matches well with the Frankensteining of the shoelace. So this black portion goes into that eyelet and begins with the white portion, matching up pretty well. See? Black, white. This is the default lace of the shoe, but it comes with an extra pair of the same particular style right here in this bag, and we also have another set of that yellow, which actually matches the yellow of this tab right here, the Union LA tag. On the right shoe, we have that ball and chain with the Jordan Jumpman tag done up in that plastic material, and the background's done in red, the Jumpman done in that clear and white, and under Jumpman is the Union done in their Union logo. The lining of the shoe is done up in a gray mesh material, and it is well padded on all sides of the shoe, lateral, medial, heel. Now pulling the insole out from the shoe, you'll see that it's done on a white piece of fabric on top of some foam. Now on that white fabric, you'll see the blueprints for this particular shoe, the Jordan Union shoe. And again, the little details get me. I like how the insoles features the blueprint as well as the paper from the shoebox. It just strings this whole idea or concept together. Getting into the midsole of the shoe and still playing into that vintage look or that super old worn look, we had that yellow oxidation going on all around the midsole of the shoe, and I really love that. Even the laces match up pretty well with that oxidation that's going on. Moving on to the outsole of the shoe, this is what it looks like. It is just red blown rubber, and there is no like vintage or any of the themes going on the bottom of this shoe. Unfortunately for you, and unfortunately for me, because I really wanted this shoe, this is not my shoe again. I cannot give you an on-feet demonstration of it. And it is a size 11, so it definitely looked disproportionate if I put it on. Alright guys, I think this is a good stopping point for this video. I'm gonna get super teary-eyed when I have to hand this back to my friend. I really wanted this shoe in my collection. What do you think about this collaboration between Union Los Angeles and the Jordan brand on this Jordan 1? Is it good? Bad? Were you able to cop the shoe? And what do you think about resale of how it was $1,000 and now it's like $600 to $800? Let me know down in the comments below. Go ahead and check out my Instagram, Chris.Catalunya with the _ then. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you know when I upload a new video. Alright guys, I am Chris Catalunya, and we will check you next time. Cheers! Sige na!